May pag-asa pa bang yumaman? May pag-asa pa bang umahon sa kahirapan? Nahihirapan ka na ba talaga? Panoorin mo yung video na 'to at mai-inspire ka sa taong 'to kung paano siya yumaman. In this video, we are with a host in ABS-CBN. She is also in Teleradyo Servicio having a show called Panalong Diskarte. Also, she is the founder and president of Empower Transform, and so much more veterano na sa financial industry. And ika nga, sabi nila, siya daw ang financial pambansang beshi sa Pilipinas. And there's so much more, and also a good friend of the family, particularly of my brother. Welcome, none other than Salve Duplito. Hello, Salve.
Hi, Neil. Thank you so much for asking me to be with you today.
Yeah, it's really an honor. I know you have a lot of schedule, so let's get right to it. Very inspiring ang iyong kwento. Can you share your journey of yung nakakaiyak na pinagdaanan mo? Kasi I know, pag nagkukwento ka, like you have a talk with my brother sa Dubai, nag-iyakan yung mga tao. Can you share at least yung highlights nun and things that the people who are watching now may matutunan din sila at ma-inspire?
Oh, nakaka-pressure naman. Usually those moments, hindi talaga nakaplano yan. Pero I guess what I've learned is that the story that I've tried to avoid talking about for so many years, that's the story that touches people's hearts. Basically, I am just telling people exactly what was my journey. Very truthfully and authentically say na, yun, galing kami sa mahirap na pamilya. I was one of 5 kids in my single mom brought me up. She was a public school teacher. Yun, iniwan ng asawa, ganyan. I don't think that's unique naman, pero alam mo na, kanya-kanyang storya, kanya-kanyang iyak, kanya-kanyang challenges na pinagdadaanan. But the funny thing is, because she was a school teacher, I was able to become a scholar in UP, and finally, after that, napunta ako sa Diaryo to talk about macroeconomics at yung mga bagay na yan. And this is the part that really gets to me, is when I talk about billions of pesos in government budget, I realize that so many Filipino families, kahit na 10,000 lang, napakalaking tulong na sa kanila yon. Iniisip ko kung bakit ganon. It's because napakalayo talaga ng kwentong pera ng bawat Pilipinong pamilyang Pilipino. Kahit sipin mo from OFW to probinsyana, from farmers to maliit na negosyo. Right? So, kahit naman din yung mga taong bilyonaryo, may kwentong pera din yan at may kwentong iniiyak pagdating sa pera. It's one thing that brings us all together is how we manage our finances. Magkaiba-ibang specifics, pero ang punot dulo niyan, it's how the way we spend our money is the way we look at our own value. Kaya yung storya na yun, binalik ko sa experience ko pagdating sa Turtles, yung naghiwalay yung parents ko. Hindi ko masyadong iniyakan yun. Ang iniyakan ko, iiwan ko yung Sea Turtles, 2 pawikan ko na kaibigan, kasama dun sa baryo kung saan ako lumaki hanggang 5 years old. At lilipat kami sa city na napakaliit ng bahay, lawanit ang dingding. And through those times na walang makain, napapahiya ka sa mga kaklase mo kasi yung suot ng ate mo, 4 na ate ko before me. Yung suot nila, yun din ang suot ko. Pag niliitan na, parang ganun din ang suot, di ba? Hand-me-downs talaga yan. And as I went through life, parang ang napansin mo, yung value mo, kung maliit ang tingin mo sa sarili mo, parang lumalabas, gagastos ka ng sobra-sobrang dami para lang mapunuan mo yung pagkukulang sa pagtingin mo sa sarili mo. Hindi naman lahat ganon, di ako nagge-generalize, pero napansin ko lang habang kinukwento ko yung storya na yan. Parang dumadami yung mga tao na nagsasabi, Miss Salve, ganyan din ako, na-realize ko din yan. And unless we do acknowledge that weakness, hindi natin mababago yung kwentong storya natin. Kahit na doon lumaki yung kita, mas malaki yung gastos. Kasi mas malaki yung pressure na punuan yung need natin for self-affirmation na minsan ginagawa natin pagdating sa pera natin kinukuha instead of the other things that are more important. So that's my story, and I guess that's the reason why from becoming a print and broadcast journalist talking to mga policymakers, business owners na malalaki, mas na-excite ako dun sa trabaho ko where I talk to farmers, fishermen, laborers, and teach them everything that I've learned from the rich people. I teach to everybody else so that in the end, yung mga naiiwan sa baba, yun yung mga ayaw na lang umangat. Gets mo? Kung may pagkakataon na umangat ka dahil ginawa mo lahat at binigyan ka ng skill and knowledge to be able to do that, great and good. Kung gusto mo talaga nandun ka sa baba, dahil ayaw mo na talagang magbago.
Yeah, very inspiring. And I like your heart because yung puso mo sa tao, sa mamamayan, hindi ibig sabihin na talagang you've grown financially or sabi nga nung kuya ko, sobrang yaman mo. Pero di ba, yung puso mo pa rin, it's really with the people and you are really taking the time and effort. Siguro, ano lang, just a question kasi hindi madali yung pinagdaanan mo. Yung your mom, single mom. Ano yung mga key moments in your life that has really changed the trajectory ng buhay mo when you were starting? Kasi I'm sure people who are watching now, they can relate to it. Pero ano yung mga parang significant thing sa at least maybe mindset na talagang nakatulong sa'yo financially?
I think it's not something that I've done. I can't say that all of those moments is the result of galing ko o kaya husay ko. I'd like to, I told you kanina medyo iyakan ako today. Looking back, I think suwerte ko that I met people who were willing to help me out. And that's done through grace. Hindi mo talaga yan mapaplano hindi mo mahihingi. Binibigay lang talaga sa'yo yan. One of the people I've met early on when I was a young reporter is a lady whose name is Margie Espino. Editor siya nun sa Philippine Daily Inquirer, and I was already working with Inquirer.net when I met her. Actually, matagal na kami magkakilala, but when I started working for the group of the media companies under the Inquirer group of companies, no, I was with online at the time. She was with print. She asked me to write once a week a feature story for the print version of Inquirer. At that time, I was already editor for the online Inquirer. Sabi ko, yes, of course. Sobrang happy ko to be able to get that platform para isulong yung advocacy natin ng financial education. So imagine mo, for so many years, I was able to send to her articles about people like Randall, who's Marvin's friend, about so many people and talking about financial education. But when I say one of the key moments really na makukuha ng isang tao, kahit sinong tao, are these angels you meet. She passed on yesterday. This is why medyo tearjerker yung moment. Because if not for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because if not for all of those opportunities that she provided. Kasi aside from Philippine Daily Inquirer, meron din siyang tinatawag na baby magazine. So I remember one day she called me on my landline pa noon, wala pa tayong mga cellphone. Sabi niya, Sabs, pwede ka bang magsulat para sa akin sa baby magazine? So it's going to be a monthly column on financial education. Also, binuhos ko talaga yung puso ko dun sa pagsusulat for Philippine Daily Inquirer and baby magazine. And through those years, the pressure of putting something out that's believable, relatable, puno ng information, but at the same time, inspirational, siya yung naging reason for that. So what's my point? Some of the best moments in our lives are moments of impact when we meet an angel in disguise. And unfortunately, that's people think that's not financial in nature, pero feeling ko sa akin, yes, financial in nature siya. She has opened so many doors for me, not on purpose, but because of that knowledge I gained from that experience. Diba? The payment that you get from writing is not very high, but it has opened a lot of doors, and even more so, it has helped me develop my brain. And because of that, I have a business now, I have a TV career, I have a radio career. How can it not be financial, di ba? Pero the way you handle that, pwede kasing hindi ko siya tinake advantage eh. Hindi ibig sabihin hindi tinake advantage. Pwede kasing hindi ko na-appreciate yung moment na yon. Pwede kasing sinabi ko sa kanya no. Di ba? Pwede kasing I did not do well in my submissions to her. Pero I guess the lesson is, for all of us listening and for all your viewers listening, once an opportunity arrives and you fail to maximize it, you don't realize how many doors you've closed and how many opportunities you've missed. Feeling ko dapat isama natin yun sa salian natin, ano? Those moments of impact with ladies in disguise, just like Margie. God rest her soul.
Yeah, so sorry to hear that. Kaya pala when we were starting this conversation, yung parang your spirits are down. So I'm really sorry for your loss. I know.
No. It's a celebration. You know, Neil, I said nga in my post, Margie taught me to live, but she also taught me to die. Kasi si Margie, cancer survivor siya. Pero there came a time last year na, or early this year, na wala na talagang magagawa. So, sabi nung husband niya sa akin, Sabs, araw-araw binabanggit ni Margie yung pangalan mo along with some other groups of people. Pwede ka bang bumisita? Bumisita ako sa kanya. Pagdating ko doon, Neil, nakakatawa talaga siya. Sabi ko, i-serve na natin to. May dala-dala akong 2 basket na pagkain. Sabi ko sa kanya, kainin na ba natin to? Pag-serve na ako sa iyo. Sabi niya, ha? Mamamatay na ako. Pag sinerve mo yan ngayon, pati kaasawa ko, kakainin niya yan. Gusto ko, akin lang yan lahat. Ganun siya. She lived fully until her very last day. And in fact, nag-request siya noon eh. Gusto ko ma-experience yung sarili kong wake. As in, gusto niya, buhay pa siya habang nagkaroon ng wake. And she wanted everybody to be hopeful, happy, all in pink because she loved pink. Dapat pala naka-pink ako ngayon. But she did that. And beyond money, that is the biggest treasure a person can ever have. To be able to live one's life to the fullest until your very last day.
Yeah. I agree with what you said. And you're blessed kasi Grace nga, sabi mo na nag-traverse kayo ng path ni Margie. And then also, ikaw rin, you responded right. You appreciated the effort and maximized the opportunity. So, tama yun na life is not just about how much you earn, not just about the status that you have, but really being a person of significance, adding value, helping people, like what you're doing. That even with all your success in broadcasting, even in finances, your heart is really to help people, and that's a good legacy that can be passed on. And I'm sure people, kumbaga, marami nag-honor sa'yo while you are still here in this earth. Diba?
Oh gosh, Neil. I have my bad days also. Medyo bihira. May mga good days, may mga bad days. I don't know if I like myself on my bad days, but we try. I think you also, and Marvin, you try your best.
Yeah, we try naman. But the most important thing is yung puso mo. It's just really there helping people. And siguro yung question ko lang is, kasi sabi mo, Grace, where you were able to intersect with Margie, and ito yung mga angels. Pero for people who are watching, who's following you or watching this channel, how can you like at least position yourself in such a way that you will meet these kinds of people who would help you? Kasi importante yun eh. The people who you are with can either help you level up or sila yung magbabaksak sa'yo. So how can you position yourself na at least makakamit ka ng ganun? Kasi hindi naman guarantee na pag galing ng pita mo to, tutulungan ka eh, or will give you the time. So how can you position yourself if you are starting?
When you're in the media, you learn very quickly that it's the people in your address book that is your biggest asset, right? So I've learned through the years to be mindful about who you spend your time with. Hanggang ngayon, ginagawa ko to. Every month, I choose a person who's a CEO of a big corporation. Doesn't have to be a listed company. Pwede rin naman kasing makilala mo yung mga CEO ng up-and-coming companies, right? I get in touch with them and I ask them out. Baka pwede akong pumunta sa office nila. I ask for 1 hour of their time. Or maybe I can treat them to dinner. Alam mo naman to mga yayamanin na. So when somebody asks to treat them to dinner, they actually really appreciate it a lot. So when I sit down with them, well, usually sila pa rin nagbabayad kasi ayaw nila akong pagbayarin. But it's still a nice gesture, right? So when I sit down with them, I tell them every month I choose a particular person who I feel that I will be learning from and spend 1 hour with them. And if it's okay, I record it, not for publication unless sinasabi nila. And then I ask questions. But you know what I do? Before I get there, I prepare. I learn everything I can find on the internet about this person's life. Because you want them to feel na, ay grabe, bago niya ako kinausap, ni-research niya muna kung sino ako. And when you can tell them, I learned about this, I read this about you, and during your high school years, you lived in Spain or something like that, sobrang nag-open up sila and they really want to help you out, just giving back the knowledge that they've already gained from their years of experience, giving it to you for free. So these things that you do, it doesn't cost much. Kailangan lang medyo makapal mukha mo. Kasi talagang sometimes hindi kami close, pero I try to get in touch with them, nire-research ko kung paano ko sila mahanap. Baka I have a friend who's their friend, and then I ask, can you connect us? Can you introduce me? I spend that 1 hour with them. I write down notes, and I transfer those notes in a notebook that I always look back on. Wait, where's my notebook? Nandito lang yun, o nasa baba. Kasi either I work up here or downstairs. And I always look back and try to figure out how some things that I learned from them will help me either in my career as a journalist or as a negosyante. How can I make more money? How can I do more business? How can I help more people? Kailangan mag-translate. Hindi pwedeng chikahan lang. Kailangan mag-translate to additional revenue, bigger influence, or a way to get in touch with other people who will provide all of those other two. So it's a way of managing your time that is very mindful. Kasi dapat pati oras natin binabudget natin. Hindi pwedeng ni-spend ko yung time na ganito kasi wala talaga akong magawa today. There is no single day na wala akong magawa. Laging puno yan.
Agree. I'm sure with all your commitments and the people who would want to have coffee with you, marami yan. And it's very inspiring kasi even if you've learned a lot, hindi natatapos eh. Yung you have the disposition of humility na, oh, I can learn from this. Hindi ko siya kilala but I'll research, and yun nga, it shaped you for who you are today. Kaya the Salve that we know, hindi siya yung one-time, big-time na may inaral ka, but it's really a daily decision of learning deliberately, even unlearning things to really help you grow as a person and also sa bottom line, sa revenue. And I'm sure yung mga inaral mo, it helped you with your financial acumen.